Anxiety and worry are natural emotions that human beings originally needed to survive. Anxiety is a type of persistent fear that is usually focused on the future and what might happen. It may be something real, or it might be an imagined possibility. But real or imagined, it's equally as scary and can present itself in many different ways. Physiological symptoms of anxiety may include an increased heartbeat, breathing more quickly or shallowly, muscle weakness, excessive sweating or feeling cold, a dry mouth, churning sensation in the stomach or stomach pains, loose bowels, joint pain, or headaches. In the longer term, this can lead to behavioural characteristics and emotional symptoms such as low self-esteem, general agitation, inability to concentrate, feelings of being paralysed or frozen, not wanting to take part in activities that you'd usually enjoy, a reduction or increase in appetite, or disordered eating. So what causes anxiety in children and young people? Some children and young people develop anxiety after stressful events, such as moving house or school, being exposed to loved ones fighting or arguing, the death of a close friend or relative, becoming ill or getting injured, school-related issues such as exams or bullying, being abused, neglected, or experiencing trauma. We also know that environmental and social pressures have a huge role to play. Modern media often dictates to a young person how their life should be or how they should look or behave. In addition, popular caffeinated drinks such as coffee and fizzy drinks keep the brain's central nervous system on alert, and so gradually it becomes more difficult to calm down. In these situations, it's easy to develop unhelpful thinking patterns. Anxiety in the brain. There is no such thing as a bad emotion. All emotions have an important role to play. They can help us to work out how to respond in different environments and situations. But sometimes our emotions can get really big, and if not regulated, they may present in ways that aren't very kind or helpful. But by understanding how our brains work, we can start to understand our emotions and in turn, learn ways to regulate these big emotions and express them in more helpful and positive ways. Different parts of our brain are responsible for different things. When we are anxious, our smart brain can temporarily close down. This is so our emotional brain can focus on sending messages to our survival brain to respond quickly to danger. But sometimes our brain finds it difficult to differentiate between physical danger and day-to-day stress. Therefore, a child or young person often goes into fight, flight, or freeze mode. A big part of being able to manage our emotions is being aware of when our smart brain is about to switch off and finding out what we can do to keep it switched on. So how can parents and carers help? When a young person is catastrophizing, try and gently query their language patterns by asking what evidence there is for this and how true the statement is. Help your young person to get a better perspective on the subject, ensuring that they realise that the media is carefully constructed and often use airbrushing techniques and unrealistic imagery. Help young people to plan to succeed. Be realistic about what is achievable, but optimistic about potential. Everyone has the right to their feelings, but help them see that they are also able to make choices. Encourage them by acknowledging their feelings, but assure them that it won't always feel this way. There are many practical ways to support children and young people to prevent or minimise their anxiety. Help them to feel in control by encouraging routine and use visual aids such as calendars which show upcoming events and plans. Involve them in the planning and have clear expectations of the child or young person. Make their school or college aware of their anxiety and ask how they are going to support them. Practice effective coping mechanisms such as grounding or breathing techniques. Create a personalised plan with your child or young person with strategies which work for them. Encourage them to challenge anxious thoughts as opposed to suppress them. Normalise strong emotions and worries and help the child or young person to regulate them. Spend one-to-one time with them and listen to what they are trying to tell you. Young people say that parents and carers can do the following to help. Don't interrupt whilst I'm speaking. Don't try and solve my problems, but help me do that myself. Sit quietly with me. Encourage me to talk at my own pace. Repeat what I say to check you understand. Ask what I need. Make sounds to show you're listening. Encourage me to continue talking by smiling and looking reassuring. Help me make a plan. Acknowledge my feelings. Don't make suggestions when I'm overly emotional. Wonder what might be some good next steps. Change the physical space. Some things that young people say can help to divert their anxious thoughts are: make a box of favourite smells, textures, images and memories. Write a list of everyone who loves them and all the obstacles they have overcome. Go outside. Get creative. Read something inspiring. There are lots of local and national support services who can guide you and support both you and your child or young person. Do not hesitate to seek support. Everyone deserves help.